Today we will discuss about the oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium are known as with their valence electron configuration ns2 np. As per syllabus, oxygen and sulfur compounds are required in elaborately. Selenium, tellurium, polonium are not required. So we will study about the oxygen group, oxygen containing element. Elements are also known as chalcogens. Somebody may call as alkogens also. The basic introduction. Oxygen is the most electronegative element of group 16 and is only gas. All the elements occur in several electronegative. Although all elements occur in several electronegative forms, sulfur is important. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium are non-metal. Tellurium is metalloid and polonium is metal. Metalloid has the property of both metal as well as non-metal. As I said, it is the NH2NP4 configuration. It may attain, that means +6 oxygen to -2 oxygen. The most remarkable feature of sulfur is that it forms stable compound between -2. Oxygen is significantly different chemically from other members of the group. It is one of the most electronegative elements, or you can say it to be second most electronegative element table after 2. All other things are not required. Sulfur can exist in large number of electronegative and can be explained by the stability of sulfur atoms to catenate. What is catenation basically? Like carbon-carbon bond formation, sulfur-sulfur bond can also be formed. Sulfur-sulfur bonds is having quite high bond energy. All the crystalline forms of sulfur that can be isolated at room temperature consist of SN, N may be 6, 8, the SS bond length have bond energy of 265 kilojoule or more is so high that it is used in biology to stabilize protein structure by forming the permanent linkage sulfur between cysteine residues on different protein strands and different regions of the one stem. Some simple compounds of this water is generally not cast in water, but generally you can see the structure and bonding about this boiling point. However, water as the ice structure is pretty important. You can go through it. In halides of sulfur, sulfur can form number of halides like SX or S2X, S2F, S2Cl2, SCl2, SF4, SCl4, SCl6, they are quite common. Selenium, tellurium are not required. The S2F4, C2F10, F6, CF6, EF. And how they are named, sometimes in NEET exam the names are asked. Like it is named disulfur difluoride, disulfur dichloride, sulfur dichloride. Generally sometimes maybe asked sulfuryl chloride, sulfuryl chloride like that. You have to go through the structure of sulfur. All structure can be in terms of PSCPR theory that you have discussed in the first semester. Sulfur can exist in two common oxide forms, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Preparation, structure and properties for each of them is required. I am just basically maintaining sulfur dioxide is V-shaped and sulfur trioxide is triangular. Sulfur trioxide is angular and triangular planar. Sulfur dioxide is angular and sulfur trioxide is triangular planar. Yes. In the solid, sulfur trioxide exists as a cyclic trimer. Sulfur dioxide is a poisonous gas with a sharp choking odor. The major use of sulfur dioxide is in the manufacture of sulfuric acid, where it is first oxidized to sulfur trioxide. It is also used as a bleaching agent, then disinfectant, then food preservative. Sulfur trioxide is made on large scale by catalytic oxidation of sulfur dioxide. It is seldom isolated by immediately converted to sulfuric acid with water. Because sulfur dioxide is extremely corrosive and anhydrous sulfur dioxide is seldom handled in laboratory. It is available as oleum. That means sulfur dioxide solution dissolved in water. Here is the formula H2S2. Sulfur dioxide reacts with water to give sulfuric acid is vigorous and is an exothermic reaction. The reaction with metal oxides to produce sulfates is used to scrub undesirable sulfur dioxide from effluents of gases from industrial. Sulfuric acid is a dense viscous liquid. Its viscosity is quite high. It is a strong acid. It is useful as non-aqueous solvent and exhibit extensive. Sulfuric acid forms two series of salt, sulfates, salt and bisulfate salt. Sulfurous acid H2SO3 has never been isolated. Aqueous solution of sulfur dioxide, which are referred to as sulfurous acid, are better considered as hydrates or bearing formula SO2. Series of salts, sulfides and hydrogen sulfide, are also known for their moderately strong. To be a moderately strong reducing agent, one must predict that one of the hydrogen atom of the sulfurous acid of this series is directly attached to the sulfur atom. Like in case of phosphorus, becoming oxidized to sulfates and dithalides. Then ring and cluster compound. Sulfur from polycyanic acid bearing the formula H2 and hence H2S and OC, where N is such as tetrathiamine. The common thing in laboratory we encounter this. Plus, where we will synthesize tetrathiamine ions. Many polysulfides of electropositive elements have been characterized. They all contain N2 minus ion, where N is equal to 2 to 6, as in said. Neutral heteroatomic rings are N cluster compounds of p-block elements into the cyclic sulfur tetranitrate compound. This S4N is quite important for exam, and it is very well written in the material. Or even in circle roots, they are also available, which decomposes explosively. Then one exceptional thing is, although this is not included in the syllabus, but it is sometimes asked because this disulfur dinitrile is stable alpha superconducting polymer SN folate that is stable up to 140 degrees centigrade. This is a superconductor. So if disulfur dinitrate is asked, I think this question is going to be during it. So you should remember this. Although disulfur dinitrate is syllabus not mentioned in the syllabus. Structure what is there? You can use it. Oxygen and two electrons, dioxygen or ozone. Maybe are giving exam as for Viva like 1 marks or 2. Rest in details is not given. Let's go to the sulfur compound. Sulfur is extracted as the elements from underground deposit. It has many electrophilic or polymorphic forms, a metastable polymer, but its most form is the cyclic acid. Unlike oxygen, sulfur tends to form single bonds with itself rather than double bonds because of the poor pi-pi interaction, which are held apart by the bulky atomic core of the neighboring atoms. As a result, it aggregates into larger molecular in the structure and is solid at room temperature. Sulfur vapor, which is formed at high temperatures, consists partially of paramagnetic disulfur molecule. This is the structure of acid. The common yellow orthorhombic polymer acid consists of like 8-membered rings, and all other forms of sulfur eventually refers to this form. That means other electrodes get somehow converted to acid structure. Orthorhombic alpha sulfur is an electrical and thermal insulator. When it is heated to 90 degrees Celsius, the stacking of acid ring is modified and monoclinic beta acid forms. When molten sulfur that has been heated about 150 degrees centigrade is cooled slowly, monoclinic gamma sulfur is formed. This polymer consists of acid ring like the alpha and beta forms, but the packing of the ring is more efficient, resulting higher density. That means gamma sulfur is of highest density as compared to alpha and beta. It is possible to synthesize and crystallize sulfur rings from say 6 to sulfur 20 sulfur atoms. S8 is more important for orthorhombic sulfur melts at 113 degrees centigrade. The yellow liquid darkens about 160 degrees centigrade and becomes more viscous as the sulfur atom break open and gets polymerized. Sulfur reacts directly with many elements at elevated temperature. It ignites in fluorine to form SF6, reacts rapidly with chlorine to form S2Cl2, dissolves in bromine to S2Br, which readily uses. This reaction may be used for the preparation of SF6, S2Cl2, and S2Br. It does not react with liquid iodine. This can therefore be used as a low temperature solvent for sulfur. Atomic sulfur is extremely reactive, and triplet and singlet states are possible for it, and they bear different reactivities. Most of the sulfur produced is manufacture of sulfuric acid. This is one of the most important manufactured chemicals. Then selenium, tellurium, polonium are not preferred. Hydride may be given. In a hydride, you can consider water, but water is very rarely asked. But hydrogen peroxide, they can ask some oxidizing reaction, some reducing reaction. You have studied in your higher secondary class. You can go through different kinds of reactions. Regarding disproportionation, some question may be asked that you can explain by using the concept. Then we can move to hydrates of sulfur. Hydrous sulfur, one hydrate is there. So it is also there in higher secondary. Here we need to see the preparation, properties, and structure of H2. Structure of H2 is quite similar to that of the H2. Hydrogen sulfur is toxic. It is made more hazardous by the fact that it tends to anesthetize the olfactory nerves, making intensity of smell a dangerously inaccurate guide to concentration. It is an impurity in natural gas and must be removed before the gas is used. Pure H2S can be prepared by direct combination of elements above 600 degrees centigrade, but it is rarely used. But whatever we do in our laboratory, this reaction we learn in our laboratory, that we are using it. H2S is easily generated in the laboratory by treating dilute hydrochloric acid or phosphoric acid onto FeS. It can also be prepared by hydrolysis of aluminum sulfide, which is easily generated by ignition of a mixture of the reactions. It is readily soluble in water and is a weak acid. You see, hydrogen ion. Acidic solution of H2S are mild reducing agent and elemental sulfur on standing. On this basis, some questions may be asked. Agent kind of thing. Selenites are not required. Tellurides are not required. Next, we will discuss about the halides.